Here's some data to analyze. Do you enjoy keeping up on current trends and issues? Can you assess complex problems and express your findings clearly? Do you like working with others to bring about common goals? If so, you may want to explore your options and propose a career as a policy analyst. Policy analysts can specialize in a wide range of topic areas, such as health, education, or international relations. Within that topic area, they review and assess political, economic, and social events to identify emerging issues. They come up with proposed strategies to address those issues, help develop program and policy recommendations, and distribute information on those policies to increase awareness in the community. We met with a policy analyst in Alberta who shared some data about the inner workings of this career.
My name is Rainer and I'm a policy analyst. A policy analyst is a person who collects information through research and then performs analysis on that information in order to identify issues, draw conclusions, and make recommendations in order to support the overall goals of an organization. A policy analyst might work for a regional economic development partnership, a consulting firm, a political party, or they might work for policy think tanks, research institutions, or government departments and agencies. Personally, I'm a government lobbyist, meaning that I make recommendations to the government about proposed government policies and legislation. A typical day involves coming into the office around 9 a.m. I normally check my emails first thing. And a given day, I could be working on a variety of projects. I could be meeting with clients and stakeholders. I could be conducting analysis. I could be doing research. I could be presenting the findings of my analysis. There's a lot of variety. Duties of a policy analyst vary depending on the employer and the policy area. Some of their duties in government might be to conduct cost-benefit analysis and decide how to spend tax dollars. In government, you might also study policies and programs to assess the needs for change and consider alternatives. You also need to provide impartial and objective advice. Important skills for a policy analyst to have are critical thinking skills, the ability to consider both sides of an issue, strong research skills, the ability to collect all different types of data and information. I would say that a policy analyst has to have a natural curiosity and a passion about learning new things. Policy analysts often work with numeric data, so strong mathematics skills are important. The most important skill for a policy analyst is communication skills, because you're often presenting your findings to people who are from a range of different backgrounds, and it's important to ensure that you're using language to convey your message effectively based on what your audience is. Policy analysts typically work in office environments. However, in my role, there's a little bit of travel that's required sometimes for conferences, meeting with clients and stakeholders, but most of the time I'm in the office. The biggest challenge that I face in my role is having lots of deadlines at the same time. So I'll often be working on multiple projects, different stakeholders and clients have lots of different demands, and it's important to exercise good time management skills in order to ensure that all the work gets done. Entry-level policy analyst positions usually require a bachelor's degree, and for advancement, usually a master's degree or a doctoral degree is required. And in some cases, a security background check might be required for this job. If you're a policy analyst, it is possible to advance. Often you can become a director or a manager and have some sort of supervisory role where you supervise other policy analysts. Some of the most satisfying aspects of my job are meeting lots of interesting people, learning about new and interesting issues. I also really enjoy the opportunity to be persuasive, making recommendations that will ultimately make life better for Albertans, Canadians, and everyone.
Successful policy analysts are keenly interested in what's going on in the world. Using logic and analysis, they look at issues from different angles. Policy analysts express their findings clearly and objectively to inform decision makers. You might say they're the original social influencers. To weigh the pros and cons of positioning yourself as a policy analyst, go to the occupational profile on the ALICE website, where you can research training requirements and salary ranges. You can also monitor related occupations, including political scientist, human ecologist, and environmental economist. Explore the possibilities. go to alice.alberta.ca.